Hello, my name is Amos Pierce. I am a junior finance major from Dover, Arkansas. The artwork I'm discussing today can be found at Crystal Bridges and is called Belugas, and it's created by Dale Chihuly. Dale Chihuly is an American multimedia artist known for his work in blown glass. He was born on September 20th, 1941 in Tacoma, Washington. He studied at the University of Washington in Seattle and then went to the Rhode Island School of Design. He also co-founded the prestigious Pilchuck Glass School. His works include baskets, monumental sculptures, drawings, and chandeliers, and is inspired by the natural world. His departure from traditional glassblowing creates organic forms that seem to have a life of their own. Belugas is part of a Chihuly exhibit at Crystal Bridges that is meant to bring the surrounding environment to life. It is a very new piece, made specifically for Crystal Bridges. These forms were created in 1995 in Finland. During a whirlwind blow, these sleek, curvy shapes appeared, and someone on Chihuly's team thought it looked like a beluga whale, and the name stuck. This exhibit is made of many pieces of belugas. Each piece has a unique shape and form, and they're arranged in 4 groups. The space between each of these are filled with brilliant autumn ferns. The glass pieces are made of 2 colors, blue and white. They are translucent and seem to have a soft glow about them. The arrangements are asymmetrical and volatile because they go in different directions and have different orientations. There seems to be a pattern within the whole exhibit that is similar to the ferns, this sort of radiating up and out from the ground. One could use post-structuralism to describe belugas. Dale Chihuly defies the traditions of glassblowing and creates individual pieces of glass that have organic, asymmetrical forms. This could signify the notion of challenging expectations because this piece gives the viewer a fresh and exciting experience with glass by changing how we view it. Everywhere we look in this piece, we see different and unique qualities in a medium that normally achieves its artistic objective through patterns and uniformity, just like the figure on the right. Chihuly has also placed these pieces of glass in a particular and peculiar way. They seem to mimic the ferns that inhabit the space between the different arrangements. They have a point where they are rooted in the ground, then they seem to grow up and out from the earth, expanding in different directions at once. This could signify the growth of glassblowing as an art form, and how Chihuly has played a significant part in that. It could also signify Chihuly's love of using glass to help people reimagine the environment around them. The piece is an example of environmental art. He uses glass in this piece to create a startling impact in and on the environment, but it's only meant to be temporary. The Christos and The Gates, which is a project for Central Park, is very similar to this work. In The Gates, they installed brightly colored monumental gates throughout the park, but they only left them there for 2 weeks. Chihuly's projects at Crystal Bridges, while fairly monumental, will be removed by the end of November. This piece belongs in abstract expressionism. It's dreamlike and imaginative, with a sleek texture, curves, and bright colors bringing new perspective to the environment it's in. It's also very expressive because the process of making the glass is gravity-led and draws from his subconscious. His process is similar to Jackson Pollock's method of action painting. Jackson would use a drip method with his paint, where he would be in control of where his brush is, but he wouldn't control how the paint hits the canvas. There's also evidence of surrealism in Chihuly's belugas. The blues and whites pop out from a verdant backdrop, and the sleek curves stand in stark contrast to the woods and leaves, giving the piece a dreamlike quality. The similarities in form and shape to the ferns bring the environment into the work itself. This is similar to the work of Henry Moore. In Moore's reclining figure, the viewer can see the building behind the sculpture through the holes in the piece, and the contrast between curve and line bring the building into the experience of the viewing. As I was walking through the Chihuly exhibit at Crystal Bridges, I was struck by the unique pairing of Ozark forest and brightly colored glass. I really liked belugas because the colors caught my eye, and I thought it was really clever how it was staged with the ferns. I especially liked how he approached the medium of glass in an unorthodox way to create something entirely new. I was able to make the connection between the shape of the ferns and the shape of the arrangements, and I was also able to remember Chihuly's love for using the environment for inspiration. That was a really cool moment, and I hope that I have more of them in the future. Thank you.